Like many conservative elected officials in red states, Indiana State Representative Jake Teschka does not seem to have the best interests of his constituents in mind when he is crafting legislation. He seems to just have his best interests in mind. He wants to get the national attention of Donald Trump, MAGA, and other conservative action groups because Teschka is young, and his ambitions are probably much bigger than Indianapolis. Let's take a look at a couple pieces of legislation he has proposed this session that are straight out of Project 2025 relating to education. First, we have HB 1173. I'm just calling this one the anti-DEI in higher ed bill. Red states like Indiana are terrified of DEI, and there are a variety of legislative efforts to limit, restrict, or prohibit DEI education or DEI departments. This bill would prohibit any university from having a policy that disallows or punishes students for using hate speech. People like Teschka believe that not being allowed to use hate speech is an infringement on their First Amendment, completely ignoring that hate speech leads to violence, which is why certain places like educational institutions prohibit hate speech. Nope, according to Teschka, we don't want to infringe on their constitutional rights, so hate speech should be allowed. The other thing 1173 does is it would prohibit the consideration of race or ethnicity in scholarship and grant allocations. So Black students or Hispanic students could not be considered for certain kinds of diversity scholarships that white students are not eligible for. Wow. His other piece of beautiful legislation is HB 1136. This one would make public schools close if 50% of their students attend a district outside of where they live. And those public schools would have to become charters. It is based on 2024 enrollment in the fall. And looking at those numbers, there are already 6 districts across the state of Indiana that would be impacted. These bills are dangerous. They are not going to help constituents or students at all, and these are just written to further Teschka's political ambitions. It's super gross. Please reach out to Representative Teschka and to your representative and encourage them to kill HB 1173 and HB 1136. You can find your rep's contact information at iga.in.gov.